Honorable Judge Scott Horn.
All right, the Kangaroo Court for the Downtown Rotary Club of La Crosse will now be in session. At this point, we're here to consider a petition for commitment. Before the adjudication can take place, we need to hear testimony from three somewhat competent witnesses. I would ask that the Sergeant of Arms, the bailiff, Mr. Christians. Mr. Christians, I would ask that you escort the subject of the commitment proceeding, Mr. Odom, to his place. Mr. Odom, you are entitled to counsel. Do you have anyone with you today?
I don't know any good attorneys.
I didn't ask if you knew a good attorney. I asked if you had an attorney.
Marv, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it just so happens. You're entitled to counsel, not competent counsel.
He resembles those comments.
Hi, Mom.
Got nothing to worry about.
Then the first witness is a young woman by the name of Gorgeous Gertie. Ms. Gertie, would you please take the witness stand? And could you please identify yourself and the nature of your relationship with Mr. Odom?
I am Gorgeous Gertie. I was the prom queen at Bear Bryant High School.
Must have been a pretty small pool.
Jeffy was my king.
It was a good 3 years.
So you and Jeff were pretty popular among the classmates, is that right?
Oh, I was. I think the kids really liked Jeffy because he made the best moonshine.
What?
Oh, yes. That boy made it, and he could pack it away. The fact is, people didn't know he was drunk until one day he showed up sober. And then we knew it.
That must have been a pretty big night in your life.
Oh, it was. My mom made my prom dress out of newspaper from the Mobile Messenger.
Absolutely amazing.
Jeffy thought so. He kept trying to peek under my dress at the sports section.
I could really make a comment, but
Mr. Davis, I think you've got a pretty big climb here. Is there anything else you'd like to share, Ms. Gertie?
Oh, Your Honor, consider this. The poor kid, he didn't know. The poor kid, Jeffy, didn't know that damn Yankee is actually 2 words until he moved up north.
Well, thank you, Ms. Gertie. Are there any questions from the jury out here?
she looks better now than she did back then.
Don't
incriminate yourself.
We tried to get a jury of your peers, but Duck Dynasty family was occupied this week. All right, we need the testimony of 3 witnesses. The second witness is Raunchy Bob.
Go get him, honey.
Raunchy, would you please step up to the witness stand?
I am.
And would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
I'm Raunchy Bob. And to my friends, I'm still Raunchy Bob. But you ain't my friend, so you can call me sir.
All right. Okay, Sir Raunchy. How do you know Mr. Odom?
Well, we were cellmates. Coastal State Penitentiary.
Wait a minute, that's the college you're talking about.
One and the same.
must have been that moonshine caper.
Oh, hell no. No, he was poaching gators and selling the tails as lobster to you damn Yankees.
So just how long were you and Mr. Odom's cellmates?
Too damn long. That idiot sang Sweet Home Alabama 14 hours a day. After 10 days of that, I filed a complaint. Cruel and unusual punishment.
So what happened then?
The warden came down, listened to him sing, and gave me a pardon right away.
So Sweet Home Alabama, I'm not sure I'm familiar with that. Could you please sing that?
He did a good job of the cell.
Really wish to be found in contempt?
Your Honor, the witness has a right to remain silent.
All right, well, that can be held against him. We will thank you, Mr. Sir Ranchi. We'll now hear from Miss Snuggly, Cuddly Snuggly.
Good morning, honey.
Welcome back in the chambers.
Anytime.
So, could you tell us how you know Mr.
Boy, it
Odom?
doesn't take much, does it?
Not at this stage. How do you know Mr. Odom?
Well, honey, excuse me, Your Honor, we're related.
You're related to Mr. Odom?
Mhm. That's a really good question. I bet you're wondering how could that be, huh?
I am.
There you go. You see, Your Honor, he's my nephew and my brother.
Alabama, right?
You gotta be from Alabama to understand that.
Well, we've heard from Sir Ranchi and Ms. Gertie. They've conveyed some disquieting information about Mr. Odom. What would you like to share?
My, Judge, do they pay you by the word? You sure do talk pretty. Eddie. Not yet, Judge, not yet.
Can I say something?
Not yet.
Zip her up.
Anyway, Your Honor, back to the business at hand. I was Jefferson's Sunday school teacher back at the, what was it? Oh yes, the Redneck Baptist Church in Hell's Corners, Alabama.
Finally, a spiritual witness.
And let me tell you something, Judge. That boy was so cute as a kid, but after he started shaving, we started to think that the cuteness might be a sign of him being a little touched in the head. You know what I mean?
Well, he was shaving. That's not so
Honey,
bad.
Jefferson was 10 years old and he was shaving his legs.
What?
You heard me? Yeah, shaving his legs, definitely a sign of something. So we brought in the snakes.
The snakes?
Oh, come on, honey. You know, the snakes. You bring them in, you handle them, you pray really, really hard, and if they don't bite you, then you are A-OK by God.
Wow.
Don't you know nothing, Judge?
So tell us about that.
Well,
What happened?
honestly, I got to tell you, when the snakes came in, took one look at Jefferson and his shaved legs, they turned right around and slithered right outside the church. It's horrible. Stunning.
Absolutely amazing.
I had that effect on most women.
No, you didn't, honey. You might think so, but we didn't slither. We ran for our lives. Well, it wasn't amazing to everybody in the church. Most of the rednecks in the congregation, especially. We tried to excommunicate you, you know, honey. But, the only other church in town was Presbyterian. And they sure weren't going to take you in. Will there be anything else, honey, or should I just head straight to chambers?
Is there anything you'd like to add to this proceeding?
The meter's running here, baby. Come on.
All right, we'll discuss this further after court.
Thank you, darling.
Well, Mr. Davis, Is there anything, do you have any witnesses you'd like to present?
Your Honor, well, in the interest of making my tea time, there is no defense to offer. He obviously needs help. You're on your own, pal.
We can't count that high. Say 3.
I'm afraid to ask this question, but is there anything you'd like to say?
I'll ask my 2 kids what my mom's favorite word is. What does my mom say? Your mom is very...
Oh, I don't
Say it.
I'm not saying it.
Say it.
Oh, say it.
Nick, say it.
Say it. Oh, the word you said before.
Do you want to whisper it?
What is the word?
When something looks beautiful, Nick, what does mom say?
Birdie.
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 Birdie said that. That's what my mom says. So those 2 boys will laugh. I just...
Are you talking about Gertie or that other band?
I can defend myself, but in the interest of time... And knowing that Bill Pritchard's going to be president next week and we'll never get out of here, I'll shut up.
Well, after that vigorous defense and the testimony of the 3 marginally competent witnesses, I have to find that you're in need of commitment. You'll be subject to commitment, the conditions of commitment.
What are you doing back there? It's
Poor Jeff.
Horn, I did not even pick on you all year.
He was just saying he wished it was snuggly behind him. But as conditions of commitment, you will learn the Badgers, I understand it. The Wisconsin Badgers play the University of Alabama in 2015. No More Sweet Home Alabama will expect you to learn the words of varsity as a condition of your commitment and participate enthusiastically in the jump around. We'll expect the Auburn fight song by the end of September. And then finally, you'll be fed a steady diet of cheese curds and beer.
Can I say something?
No.
Just shoot me now.
All right, take them away.
Absolutely not.
That is not the beginning of a tradition. That is not the beginning of a tradition.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's not. Well, we have a couple of announcements here before we close it down. First of all, any of you parked in the parking lot over at the Radisson? Pretty interested in what the new code is? Okay, I won't tell you. 4562. Second, I don't have my notes in front of me, but I would be remiss if I didn't remind everybody that Anita has cards out for sale. So make sure you stop out there and provide your patronage to Anita, because all those profits go back to our organization. We have a couple of drawings here. I believe we will start off with, as we heard earlier, we have a drawing here for good for 30 days free unlimited exterior plus washes at one of the either Ship Shape or Quick and Clean car washes in town. So proud if I could have you come up here and draw a ticket, right? Is that how we're doing? Ticket? Yep. There you go.